Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the strange, the unsettling, and the downright terrifying. Today we're diving into the world of creepypastas, those spine-chilling internet stories that keep you up at night. But what if some of them weren't just stories? What if there was a grain of truth behind the horror? Get ready, because here are the top 10 creepypastas that just might be real. Number 10, the Russian sleep experiment. The Russian sleep experiment is one of the most infamous creepypastas out there. According to the tale, Soviet scientists conducted an experiment in the 1940s, keeping prisoners awake for 15 days using a gas stimulant. The results were horrifying: madness, mutilation, and eventually death. While the exact story is likely fiction, there are rumors of unethical experiments conducted by various governments during the Cold War. The possibility that something similar might have happened is enough to send chills down your spine. Number 9, Slender Man. Slender Man is the tall, faceless figure who stalks children and drives them to madness, or worse. While Slender Man is a product of internet forums, his story has taken on a life of its own. In 2014, 2 young girls in Wisconsin were arrested for stabbing their friend, claiming they did it to appease Slender Man. The case sparked a media frenzy and raised questions about the line between fiction and reality. Could the legend of Slender Man be more than just a story? The real-life impact suggests it just might be. Number 8, Jeff the Killer. The story of Jeff the Killer tells of a boy who, after being horribly disfigured and driven insane, becomes a cold-blooded murderer. The image of his face, pale, with a permanent smile carved into it, has haunted the internet for years. Some believe that Jeff was based on a real person, a teenager who suffered a tragic accident that led to his mental breakdown. Though the details are murky, the idea that Jeff might be based on true events makes the story even more terrifying. Number 7, the backrooms. Imagine you've just slipped through reality and find yourself in an endless maze of yellowed, empty rooms with the hum of fluorescent lights in the background. Welcome to the backrooms, a creepypasta that plays on the fear of being lost in a familiar yet alien space. Some claim to have actually experienced these strange liminal spaces, suggesting that the backrooms might be more than just a fictional nightmare. Could there be a parallel world where the backrooms exist? Number 6, Candle Cove. Candle Cove is supposedly a children's TV show from the 1970s that only a few people remember. The show featured eerie puppets and unsettling episodes that left viewers feeling disturbed. Some have speculated that Candle Cove could have been a real show, part of a government mind control experiment or a broadcast signal intrusion. The idea that an innocent children's show could hide something sinister is a terrifying thought, especially if it might have actually existed. Number 5, the expressionless. The Expressionless is a tale of a woman who appeared in a hospital in 1972, completely expressionless and with a mannequin-like face. She allegedly caused panic among the staff before revealing her true inhuman nature. While the story is likely fiction, the idea of a person, or something pretending to be a person, walking among us with no emotions is deeply unsettling. Could this be inspired by a real event or person? The mystery remains. Number 4, Polybius. Polybius is the story of an arcade game from the early 1980s that supposedly caused players to suffer from amnesia, hallucinations, and even suicidal tendencies. The game was said to have been part of a government experiment before disappearing without a trace. While no concrete evidence of Polybius has ever been found, the story bears eerie similarities to other real-life experiments in mind control and psychological manipulation, making it a prime candidate for something that might be rooted in reality. Number 3, the rake. The rake is described as a pale, hairless humanoid creature with sharp claws that stalks its prey in the dead of night. Reports of a creature matching the rake's description have surfaced from various parts of the world, leading some to believe that the rake might be more than just an internet myth. Could there really be something lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike when you least expect it. Number 2, the Bedford incident. This scary story is about a Soviet submarine that disappeared in 1970. It happened in the North Atlantic Ocean. The submarine, called the K-129, was just doing its usual job when the crew saw a strange, flashing light. They wanted to know what it was, so they went closer. As the submarine got closer to the light, it got brighter and stronger. Suddenly, the light seemed to cover the submarine, and the crew felt a big shake. When the light went away, the K-129 was gone. The U.S. Navy saw that something had happened because they heard a strange noise on their sonar. They found some pieces of the submarine floating in the water, but the submarine itself was nowhere to be found. The disappearance of the K-129 is still a mystery. People have many different ideas about what happened, from a broken machine to a meeting with something strange underwater. Some even think the submarine was taken to a secret place or sent to another world. Even though people have looked for the K-129, they haven't found it. The mystery of what happened to the submarine continues to be interesting and scary, and it reminds us of the strange things that can happen in the ocean. Number 1, the Smiling Man. This scary story is about a mysterious man with a creepy smile. People often see him hiding in dark places or looking out from windows. He's connected to strange things like people going missing, unexplained deaths, and a feeling of fear that stays with people long after they see him. The first time people saw the Smiling Man was in a small town. He's tall and thin, and his smile is really wide and scary. He likes to hang out in dark alleys or look out from the windows of empty houses. When people see him, they get scared. Because of the Smiling Man, people in the town are afraid. They lock their doors and windows at night and don't go out alone. He's also connected to people disappearing and old people dying for no reason. The police try to find out what's happening, but they can't find any proof that the Smiling Man exists. The only clues they have are from people who saw him and are scared. And there you have it, 10 creepypastas that just might be more than fiction. What do you think? Could these stories have a basis in reality, or are they just the products of our darkest imaginations? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling content. Thanks for watching, and stay safe, especially in the dark.